Hey folks, welcome back. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm working on a big batch of doors. I've got a big bunch of blanks around here, and I'll just show you one here. This is what I'm working on. This one's already all painted up, and now I'm working on a kitchen here. And if we want to just zoom in on that kitchen, Gary, and just show. So this is what we're aiming to make it's not the exact same design, but very similar to this, just a white kitchen with these white doors. And what I've been doing is carving them out. Now this one's partway done here. You can see the groove around, and what I've made is I've actually made a machine here that is to make these raised panel doors out of a single piece of MDF. Now most people, when they make something like this, or most people when they make these kind of doors, they're going to have to use a CNC machine, excuse me. However, a CNC machine is a lot of money, and plus two, you have to know how to program this stuff all in. And I don't want to be waste my time having to program something. I want to just be able to come up and be able to buzz out one of these doors, because that style of door is a style of door that I've done for years now. The same style, and it's a nice enough style that everybody that sees it, if they wanted another style, I always tell them that it's about 30 or 40% cheaper if you go with that style of door. And you know what? They're on board real quick, and everybody that gets a kitchen like that is real happy with it. So what I'm going to do in the rest of the video, I'm not going to bother showing, cutting out these blanks. That would kind of be boring, me just cutting out blanks with the table saw. But what I am going to do is I'm going to get my muscle and get my dust collector going, and then I'm going to show you how I carve the inside, and then we'll flip over and show you how I do the outside, and then that'll be it for this video. So you guys sit back, enjoy the video, and yeah. Okay, so I guess before I turn the muscle on, or put the dust collector on, I'll kind of give you guys, I'll just show you me getting this in. So all I do is take my door blank, and I'm going to slide it into this set of blocks here that I've got. And I'm not being fancy, folks. All I'm doing is just screwing this down to the table. And as you can see, I've made a pile of doors with this table, and I keep saying I'm going to replace it, but it just seems like all I got to do is, if I don't get a spot that I can get the screw to stick into, I just got to move it a little bit, and it'll give it another hole, and that's all I've been doing. So I got to make sure that my router rig is kind of in place here. And this is just a big, this thing's heavy duty too, folks. It isn't all made of wood. That's a big metal thing with bearings in it that just kind of gives me that pivot action. And if you've seen my floating router, the one that goes like this is where I got the idea, was off of this machine right here, because this is basically the same action that runs the floating router, except this way, this is a horizontal floating router, as you can see. And I could get somebody sitting up on top of this too, and I could still move it with just so little effort, just 2 fingers. And then I've got this cam action that makes it go up and down. It isn't pretty, but you know what? It's been working like that for years, and I just keep using it. I've got a few different settings you'll see me use here. I'll be able to turn this little dial because I do it in three passes, but it literally only takes about a minute per door or so. And then I've got this brush system all around this so that, it's virtually dust free. And I'm carving MDF, and if anybody's ever carved MDF before, you know that it's horrible stuff to router, but this thing, I've got it so it's virtually dust free. So now what I'll do is I'll just get this thing screwed in place, and hopefully I can find a few spots that will be able to tighten down. Okay, so far so good. Just get these snug down there, and then what I'll do now is I'll have to get my dust collector started, and then I'll buzz it out. there we are. That's another one. Now we'll get set up to do the outside edge. Alright, so this is the rig that I use to do the edges of the door, and this is my homemade power feeder that I made for my router. And I do got videos on this thing. I even show how I make it. And all it is the shafts are a little bit tipped one way so that it pulls everything toward the fence, and then these are spring loaded as well, and then you can see the router bits down inside of there. So this will actually pull it through. It'll pull it tight and make it so it does the perfect job. So now what I'll do, I'll start the dust collector and we'll router a door to show you how I do the outside edges. All the routering's done to them. So now we just got to get these, we do a little bit of sanding. Plus there's another great big stack of them over there that need done. We'll get the rest of these done and then it's into the paint booth. So hopefully you guys had fun watching. Hopefully you'll keep tuning in and we'll see you next time. Hey folks, welcome back. So what I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to sit here and eat a big bag of peanut butter balls and get a bigger gut on me than I already got. So I even got this thing set up so all I do is sit on my butt and I can eat and get fat and curve doors. So